Hey guys, this is Erin, your Red Bottom Realtor, coming to you today for the fourth time, just to talk about things future home buyers should know. I know, four parts, but it's important. Understand, this might be the biggest purchase of your life. We're not going to skim through it like it's something that you should read off of the back of a cereal box. This is something that you should really get your teeth into. Know your responsibilities, know the things to expect, anticipate having a great time in your new home. Hopefully, you're paying less than you did pay when you were renting, but even if you're not, you're definitely building equity and you're having an asset instead of a liability. So, this asset is probably, like I said, your biggest purchase, and we should take our time with it. If you recall, these are the things that we talked about previously. We talked about financial preparation, down payment options, mortgage types and rates, additional cost, pre-approval versus pre-qualified. Yes, we want pre-approval. Home search, negotiation skills, home inspection, homeownership cost, resale value, homeownership responsibilities. So today, the last time that we're going to discuss this, unless you have some individual questions. Long-term planning, market trends, homeowner insurance, and legal aspects and rights. So we are going to discuss these things today. I want you to make sure that you're aware of this. Now, keep in mind that homes, their locations, and some of the restrictions and some of the laws that are in your jurisdiction are nuanced. So speak to a real estate professional like myself, and so that we can make sure that we curtail a plan that's best for you. But I want you to understand that there are some things that you can take from this and start your search or your discussion. I think that, and I treat all my clients like, even if we do that transaction, that initial transaction, I don't want just to be your one-time hitter or quitter realtor. I want you to be the person that calls on me when you're trying to buy your second home, your third home, selling your first home, selling your second home. So it is okay to talk to a realtor even if the transaction has occurred and you're still trying to get more understanding and more knowledge. So at least it's okay to talk to me. Um, so let's talk about the first thing, which is long-term planning. When you're buying a home, think about your long-term goals, whether the home you're considering aligns with them. Are you planning to stay in this home for a few years or make a long-term investment? If you're planning to stay in a home and this is going to be your forever home, if you don't really like the kitchen and kitchens are your thing, and you love everything else, you love the location, you love the the primary room, you love the fact that it's close to the lake, you love the fact that there's no HOA. If you love everything and you might just not like your kitchen, then you may, because this is your forever home, have no problem putting $30,000 into a kitchen. But if you know you're only going to be there for 2 years or 3 years, maybe 5 at the max, the amount that you're willing to invest in that home to get it to the standards that you deem necessary will change. You might say, "Hey, this home is great, but I don't plan on doing anything additional to it. I need a home that's turnkey." So make sure that you and your significant other have those conversations if you're with someone. But if not, have that true conversation with yourself and see if that home aligns with your long-term planning. Market trends. Stay informed about the local real estate market trends as they impact both pricing and availability of homes. I am currently in the Rock Hill, Charlotte area, and I definitely keep up with the trends. Things are changing all the time. We at one time we thought that we were going to get the Panthers to come and to build their practice facility in my local hometown. They opted not to. That was a huge trend in the market for what we thought the housing prices once were and how they were trying to pump out homes. And then it slowed down and it cooled down a little bit once they realized they weren't going to do it. There are other things that you could consider because a pro football team may not be coming into your city, but there may be changes with grant money and how and what is being built. Are there a lot of pubs that are coming in your area because they have some funding for those type of businesses? How are they dealing with the veterans and aged people in your community is when it comes down to fair housing and making sure that they have the right accommodations for that. How are how is your local community trending with just manufacturing? Are manufacturing jobs coming or leaving your area? All of these things are important. So looking at that local trend, all of my clients know that they can call me at any time and say, hey, Erin, I'm just wanting to know what the market trends are. And I will give them insight verbally, but then I also will send them a report. These are the things that are important for you to understand. You don't have to be a real estate professional. That's why I'm here, but you do have to stay informed. The third thing is homeowner insurance. So when you're closing in South Carolina, you definitely have to have, in most states, I believe, you definitely have to have homeowner insurance on that home before you close, is especially if you're financing. Um, Understand the importance of homeowners insurance to protect your investment for this in case of unforeseen events. But another thing that I would want you to know that not only can you get homeowner insurance, you can get title insurance to make sure that your title is safe. You can get article insurance, meaning that if you have a wedding ring or even if you have golf clubs, you can get those insured. So yes, your home is insured, but you can get different things within that home insured. Once again, this is your biggest asset more than likely. This is most people's biggest purchase. It is okay to get insurance on something that you spent the most money on. Think about it this way: if you're taking a flight to, I don't know, from Charlotte to Atlanta, and they ask you if you want insurance, you might say, I don't need that. Because when in doubt, I'm not going to pay that extra $50 or $60 to have insurance on that. However, if you're going from Charlotte to Bali and you spent maybe $1,600 on a not a hotel, but on the actual flight itself. Not even talking about the hotel, not even talking about any other excursions or things you would like to do. You will probably be more inclined to spend that $50 or $60 for the insurance just in case something happens. Think about the fact that that trip is a small drop in a bucket in comparison of how much you're spending for this home. So understand the importance of insurance. Understand that there are more than one type of insurance that can go with home insurance. And if I have any home like insurance professionals out there, put down your information. Let's stay connected. I want the people to know who you are. I love dealing with the real estate professionals and professionals within the industry are affiliated with the industry. So let's get your information and let's go. Uh, the last thing is home ownership rights and legal aspects, especially if you're in a community that has HOA. Familiarize yourself with your rights as a homeowner and any legal obligations associated with property ownership in your area. Case in point, I have a new construction client that is about to close in the next couple of months. We're happy for that. But as we were looking at his property and making sure we're going over the home inspection because it's important. Um, we noticed that a building that was in the backyard of one of his neighbors was torn down. So I inquired about it, like, "Hey, this is a new community. Why did they build something and tear it down?" Well, they didn't know their rights as a homeowner or their legal obligations, and the HOA has specific rules on the type of things that you can put in the back of your home. And he did not get it approved. He or she did not get it approved, and because they did not get it approved, it did not fall within the guidelines. He had to tear it down at his cost. So he or she had to pay for something to get built, enjoy it for a couple of weeks, only for it to be torn down. Don't be that person. Explore government programs and incentives that may be available for you. Whether if you fall in a certain age group, or if you're a first time home buyer, there may be tax credits and down payments for you. These are things that you know probably could benefit to some degree. Even if it's just a couple $1,000s, it's a couple $1,000s in your pocket. So we have gone over many things. All of these things that we're talking and discussing, yes, they're 15, and we had to break it down into 4 parts. But I want you to understand there's an importance to this. You are investing in yourself, in your legacy, and you want this investment, this asset, to yield the highest results. You want to make sure that you know your rights, that you understand what you're getting into, and you're able to leverage it for your best financial position. This may be your biggest purchase in your life. And if it is, you should make sure that you take care of it as such. If you have any questions, let's stay connected. My information is in the next slide. And I look forward to speaking to you. This is Erin, your Red Bottom Realtor.